Good morning, everyone. So, Ozzy and I decided a couple of days ago to come sleep in the car again. We're still at home. You can see the fence through the window in the trailer. We're still at home, but we decided to sleep in the car. And yesterday was my birthday. I turned 60, so now you can call me old if you want to. Um, with birthdays, you kind of a little bit of reflection goes on for most people, and it did for me. So I'm thinking about cutting my hair. I'm really missing being on the road and visiting with my friends and making new friends and just being able to move around different. I'm feeling a little stuck here at home. Yes, things happen to bring me to stuck here at home, and it's okay, and I'm getting through it. I've changed my diet back to a plant-based diet, which is best for me. I can tell already. I've seen benefits coming already. Within like 4 days, my mental health something changed big and kind of snapped back into a better space. So I'm probably sticking with plant-based diet being my preferred for Lesa. I decided because I was awake and thinking about you guys, videos, my great aunt and her family who just sent me a note and said that they were all visiting together and they sat and watched my videos. And I was feeling a little funny about that and going, oh wow, I need to put something out that's like worth watching. But anyway, it's all good. But anyway, so I made the decision to come back and sleep in the car because I realized that I wasn't getting any sleep inside the house, and the missing being on the road really bad. So I've had 2 nights of just good all night long sleep. Now I do have to work on my equipment a little bit because the camp pads that I used to have under the sleeping bags, someone was in need and I wasn't using them, and so I let them go. I had a thermarest and a small hiking air pad, like a thermarest, but not a thermarest. Anyways, I don't have those any longer, and there is a bolt they have these tie down things in the back of my car, these little hooks that you can like hook bungee cords and things to, and they have a bolt on them. Well, it hits me right in the hip. And so I have 2 sleeping bags underneath of me because it's pretty warm right now. And then I have my Swiss Sport sleeping bag. I use it as a cover. I forgot how many degrees, like a 15 or 30 degree sleeping bag, and it is very warm, but it's also soft and squishy, and so I just unzip the zipper and just use it for a blanket. And I broke the zipper on this, and it got some spray foam insulation stuck on the side of it sometime this spring. So eventually I've got to replace this sleeping bag, and I'd kind of like to get a down quilt. I don't know if I can afford one. I saw one on Amazon for about $100, but okay, that brings me to my budget things. Yes, my budget limits my upgrades, changes, decisions, because I I take $240. I used to say 250, but the ATM won't give me 250. It gives me 240. So I take 240 out, and that cash is what I use to buy gas, groceries, dog food, thrift store stuff, if I'm going to the laundromat, if I'm paying for a shower in an RV park or something. That's what I call living expenses. Everything else, my insurance for the car, which is around $45, something like that. My insurance for the car, my $5 internet, and my bills come out of all the rest. My income is not $250 a month. My income is 200. I mean, My income is $884 a month. And I don't want to go through this again. But real quick. So I'm paying off a bill. That bill is under $1,400 now. A few more months, that'll be gone. But because I still am fighting fires with the other parts of my life that hold me back from traveling, which is like things with the trailer. And now the fence is completed. It's a complete fence all the way around, and now the gate can keep Ozzy inside and coyotes outside. So with all of that stuff done, that's all improvements over last year. And now I'm trying to finish the inside. And that included things like painting and patching holes and things of that nature. Anyways, I ran into a couple of things. I've had a lot of trouble with chipmunks. I do deal with rodents here, pack rats, mice, field mice, stuff like that. I've done pretty good about keeping them, away from the house pretty good. But, sometimes they come back and they don't stay away. So, there's been a lot of that to deal with. And then and then I feed the birds, which is according to, the wildlife people around here. There's no problem with feeding the birds. But then when you run out of bird food at the end of the month, the Mexican jays or the ravens will come and be kind of weird. Like they pick up rocks and move them, and they'll jump on the roof of the trailer to try to get your attention and, come give us food now, Well, I don't have any more. So we have that. Let's see, what else is going on? So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little update, and I'm probably going to cut my hair. I'm looking forward to, now that I'm 60, to being the person I always wanted to be, but that I hold myself back from being because I'm afraid either people won't like it or won't like me or something. And I think I'm going to have to just suck it up and say, I don't give a crap if you don't like me. I need to like me. I may only live another 20 years. No, I might not. My great aunt and uncle, Aunt Musa and Uncle Floyd, are in their 90s. I think they're past 95. And I think they're still driving. So it's possible I could get more time than just 20 years. But dang, if I've only got 20 years left, I may as well start being who I always wanted to be. So I may cut my hair. I don't know if I'll dye it. I don't know. I have already found some ways to change some of my clothes back into things that make me feel happier. I want to find music again. I want to sing. I actually like singing and having other people hear me. I don't really care. I mean, I like to sing alone too. I just sing all the time. But I've got in the habit of not listening to music after I broke up with an ex, because he was a musician, and every time I got near the music, it would bring stuff back up, and that's part of PTSD, but it's also part of life. And so I got out of that habit, and then I learned that it was okay to have the music around, and it actually made me feel good, made other people feel good, and that my singing was enjoyable when I visited Slab City. And I spent a lot of time, I went to all the open mic things, and some of the guys playing guitars would play a song I knew, and I'd, is it okay? And then I'd sing, and they'd go, oh, wait, come back next week, I'm going to do this song, And it was fun. And then at some of my early RTRs, Lou was around with his guitar. I sang with him a couple of times, but I don't know the songs that a lot of other people know. So I need to get a better repertoire together, or at least get some fake books or something so I have lyrics around, because I'm familiar with stuff, but I don't always know the title, or I don't know the artist's name or something, because I learned my stuff from the radio. But anyway, so I want to work on that, and I'm gonna have to figure out what's a good way of doing that. I don't want to always be holding everyone's hand, and yet I want to help people. And I do like the After RTR newbie camp that I have done for so many years, and I might keep doing it, but I haven't decided. I sent Bob Wells an email asking his advice about the newbie camp, because all of Bob's stuff is taking off into a branding kind of thing, and it's becoming more commercial. And so I was trying to figure out, do I fit kind of up against his event now, or should I take off in a different direction, because I don't want to affect his things in some odd way. And I know that he's got a lot of people around him now. So I don't know how that's going to pan out. And this spring's get together at my place was the first time that I had some negative experience with people that I brought to my property. And so I need to change the ideas about how I'm going to do that. I don't want to do my spring lamb dinner thing that I've done for years. I do not want to do that on my property again. It's a little too early to be here. There's still too much risk of a snowstorm, and I still am not able, with my allergy to propane and other things, and my very low income, I still this year am not able to have a small enough wood stove for this trailer in order to keep this trailer warm enough. And with the current things I have that I can use with my health issues, I can only get this trailer up to 40 degrees during the winter. And that's, you're still wearing coats inside, and Ozzy's wearing 2 sweaters. And so we're not doing that. That's not healthy. So I don't know how that's going to change yet. It will change, but I don't know how it's going to change yet. So for the time being, we're just getting some good sleep by sleeping back in the car, and I'm anxious to go somewhere, to be honest. So I'll probably work on that. But anyways, farmer's market today, and you guys have a great Saturday, Sabbath, if you're a Sabbath keeper. And I hope you'll leave me more comments. I am taking them into consideration. I am a little busy right now, and I'm not sure how I want to go forward with the... I keep saying that, but I'm not. I'm not sure how I want to go forward with this blog and stuff. But we'll see, because I am going to make changes, and look forward for my hair to be different soon, and I'm probably going to get some moisturizer for this really dry skin and whatever. But you guys have a great day, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye bye.